December 1987, soon after you were elected as the Ameer of your Jamaat. You said Qazi Hussain Ahmed bitterly criticized the dual status of President Ziaul-Haq and said that as a result of his keeping the office of the Chief of Army Staff, the military was getting increasingly involved into public affairs, which was affecting its professionalism.
Yes.
You noted this down.
Yes, yes.
In 87. Then
yes,
what were you thinking, sir? Let's time travel a bit. What were you thinking when the 17th Amendment and the LFO came around? Don't you think the same principle you touted in the 80s should have applied then?
Actually, I have never supported the army's intervention in politics. And I have never been with the people who are with the establishment, and I never...
Okay, stop right there. You just said you've never welcomed the army's intervention in politics. I have a quote from you right here. This is from the Frontier Post, a few days after the October 99 coup. It says that you welcomed the army and the removal of Nawaz Sharif. You were calling for Nawaz Sharif's head at that point. And you welcomed the army on the principle of ihtisab, on the principle of accountability. You welcomed the 99 coup.
I did not welcome it. We are on record. Our Majlis-e-Shura was in session when this coup was, Parvez Musharraf came. And we asked him and we demanded that the constitution, the constitutional rule should be restored and there should be elections, and elections should be according to Article 62, 63, and everybody must be accountable.
Newspapers were running headlines around the time of the coup saying, Qazi demands ruthless ihtisab, interim setup, hails army takeover.
Interim setup, I meant that there
You hailed the army takeover.
Actually, this was not army takeover. This was the ihtisab and the elections that we demanded. This was not the army rule that we supported.
It was said that Jamaat was in the forefront demanding military intervention to end the Nawaz Sharif government. It expected that in the new dispensation it would have an important place. It was under the illusion that after ousting Nawaz Sharif, the military would turn to Jamaat-e-Islami for political alliance.
This is analysis. This is not news. This is not fact.
I'm asking you, is this analysis true?
This analysis is wrong. In any...
But you did call the army action timely, did you not?
Actually, it was during Ziaul-Haq's time.
Okay, that was then. I'm talking about exactly around the time of the coup, Qazi Saab. Are the newspapers lying? Did you not welcome the coup on the basis of ihtisab?
No, we did not. The coup. We actually demanded ihtisab, and we still are demanding ihtisab.
Qazi Saab, do you agree or do you disagree? Do you refute all the statements in the newspapers about you around the time of the coup which said that you had welcomed the coup?
Actually, these statements which you have taken, these are selective.
They're rather comprehensive, Qazi Saab.
If you are just and you look to all the newspapers and to all the news, we have
I've just told you something you agreed with. I said you wanted ihtisab, you said you wanted ihtisab.
If your selective statements that you have selected, you are giving color to this point of view that we
I'm not giving color, sir. I'm just questioning the consistency of your Jamaat.
We are consistent in the...
Well, you're consistently siding with the army. You're siding with them in the 80s.
No,
you're siding... Yeah.
We are consistent.
Mia Tufail, this is a quote from the 60s. Mia Tufail called Yahya Khan a brave soldier of Islam.
Actually, these are all selective things, but the opponents of Jamaat-e-Islami Party, this is a group of people who are running this country according to their own wishes. And they have never accepted Jamaat-e-Islami because Jamaat-e-Islami stands for principles. And they are not ready to bow themselves before constitution, before law, and before the principles.
But the Jamaat has given them, from time to time, don't you think, a clean chit? Even for 9 months, a clean chit?
For what purpose?
You tell me, Qazi Saab.
For what purpose? I'm living in...
Did you have to support Zia's referendum? Did you have to support the LFO?
For what purpose? We are living in a very simple houses, modest. We are living in modest houses. We have never been accused of any corruption.
Okay, let's talk about another angle. Let's switch gears. Jihad. There's been stories and links about Jamaat being involved with the jihad from Bosnia to Chechnya, from Afghanistan to Kashmir. Do you think in today's climate, considering the international ground realities today, is jihad feasible?
What is jihad? Will you tell me what is jihad?
Let's concentrate
on
the militaristic form of jihad. That's what I'm talking about. You have called the Afghan jihad a blessing. Why?
Actually, this was against the Soviet expansionism.
But why is it a blessing? No, we know what it was about,
sir.
The people, what's it against?
If the people in any country, they resist an aggressor, and they have got the spirit to resist the aggression, this is a blessing.
You think it's a blessing?
Yes, because this is the spirit of resistance. The spirit of
what about the after effects of that jihad?
The country and the Afghanistan nation, they are still resisting.
They're just resisting, or they're also suffering. 2.5 million people dead. 3.1 million refugees created, the largest refugee crisis in recent history.
But they have kept
the most landmined country in the world today is Afghanistan. It has the highest infant mortality rate in the world, beating that of even the poorest sub-Saharan African countries. Why is jihad a blessing, sir?
Actually,
it's unfortunate, but why is it a blessing?
If there is some wrongdoing by the Americans and by the Soviets, both of these nations, they have bombarded, they have mined, and they have killed the people, the innocent Afghan people, who just wanted that they should be left to live according to their faith, according to their principles. Why are you not saying that the Americans and the Soviets, they have wronged the people of Afghanistan? Why are you accusing the Afghans that they have resisted?
Nobody's accusing the Afghans of wrongly resisting.